So I'm back in the studio and I have a new setup here that I wanted to show you because it's gonna make filming look a little different. But this is a podium that my mom gave me. Her dad made it for her when she was little so she could play school. Very cute, and I wanted something that I could use to stand at my desk. I don't have a standing desk. This is just an old antique desk. So I remembered that my mom had this podium. So I asked for it. She gave it to me. She stained it and cleaned it up so it looks nice. But this is the painting that I'm working on now. It's Western toads mating, and they're sitting on blue oak, and there's a little pond in the background. Oh, Dewey's in here. What was I saying? Oh, my main objective is just to finish them. So even if it doesn't look exactly how I would like it to look, that's okay, as long as it's finished. So the Western toad is associated specifically with blue oaks, and they often mate in ponds found in woodlands where blue oak is present. So I finished my toad painting now, and I think I'm gonna go for a walk. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a turkey and a squirrel outside my window. So I just came out to sit in the shade for a few minutes. And also to get a change of scenery. If you follow me on Instagram, you might already know, I have been accepted into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park Artist in Residency program. So I have a couple of projects that I'm going to be working on this summer for the residency. One of which is my nature journal. So I'm going to take my nature journal with me, and that's going to be what I work on while I'm there. But when I take it, I want it to already be a book of art. I want it to be filled up enough that it's a book that can be shared so other people can look in it. So I want it to be nice and full. And then something else that I'm working on is my oak tree project. So if you're here, I assume you know about the oak tree project. If you are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, the oak tree project is basically a project that I started about oak trees and the species that they support. So I'm making illustrations of different species of oak and illustrations of mammals and amphibians, reptiles, fungi, mosses, other things that interact with oaks in some way. For the residency, I have to give a presentation to the Aeromont School of Arts and Crafts, and it can be on anything that I want it to be on. So I've decided that my presentation should be on the oak tree project. I have to get all of my illustrations, and eventually it's going to be a zine. So I would like it to be a zine by the time I go to the residency in October. If you don't know, I do have a job outside of art. So I'm off for the summer, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on, getting everything ready for the residency. So we have new chickens, and I actually filmed a video when we got the babies, and we gave them to Walnut. Here they are. So that's Walnut, who came to live with us to keep Tulip company. And Tulip passed away, so Walnut was all alone, and we decided to get her some babies. So I think we've named all of them. That tiny one in the back that looks like Walnut, we named that one Hazelnut. The little yellow one right there is Acorn. And then there's two darker ones. That one right there is Starling, and the one in the very back right there is Sparrow. So they have to be in their pen right now, but later in the day I will let them out so they can explore. So I'm moving the rocks out of his cage so that he doesn't get squished when I'm moving it around. Okay, gonna transport him. We're fairly close to where the chicken pen is. I don't want to put him too close because I don't want him to find his way back in there. I was going to go across the fence here into this tiny little woodland area, but since the cows are in the pasture, I don't want to go in there. This is my moss that I found in the woods for a reference photo. It's incredibly soggy now. Oh. Is he okay? I think he is. He's still moving.